Hello everyone!
Hi.
I'm Darren.
And I'm Graham.
And I have seen, and yet you have not seen, the film Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials.
Ah, yes.
The second in the Maze Runner franchise.
Yeah.
I quite liked the first one, I didn't expect to.
Scorpion Tales.
We can't really do the plot for the second one because it'll ruin the end of the plot for the first one.
I'm never going to watch it.
Oh, you should, it's good. The second one is them...
Spoiler video.
Okay, well, the first one ends with them having gotten through the maze, and the second one is now
Is that really a spoiler?
Might be.
Is that really a spoiler?
Yeah, because if it's called Maze Runner Scorch Trials, you'd think they're going to do a Hunger Games with it and just have another maze next time. More mazes. That's not what they do. It's something different.
More mazes.
More mazes.
Right.
Bigger maze. Oh, fucking different colour maze. And this maze spins.
Yeah.
There's angry monkeys in this maze.
This boy paints himself to be a rock.
I wish I had that. That's hilarious.
Stupid as ever.
I know.
Go on.
Yeah, so the film is the people...
You spoiled the first. Go on.
Well, you just said it was obvious.
Of course they're going to win.
Why?
Win the trials. Because it's a trial. What's the point of having a film about teens?
There's no trials.
It's called the Trials or something,
no,
isn't it?
the second one is called the Scorch Trials.
Yeah, but what?
I think it's
if
just
there no
metaphorical.
trials in the first one. It's a metaphorical maze, a metaphorical
No, it's quite a literal
trial,
maze.
metaphorical,
No, it's a metaphorical trial.
insurgents or whatever they are.
That's a different franchise.
I don't even care.
Well, I'm telling you. So yes, the first one is an actual maze. They have to get through.
Yeah.
The second one, it's really just the ordeals they have to go through as they go across the...
Like emotional ones, so they have to...
Emotional and literal, because there are problems, but it's not like anyone set this up. They're just trying to survive
Emotional
now.
problems are literal problems.
No, it's all in your head, mate.
Get
Just
over
snap
it.
out of it. Fucking
Cheer
winch.
up. Give us a smile.
Yeah. Turn that
Yeah.
frown upside down. So yeah, I quite liked this one. I mean,
what are you talking about?
it wasn't as good as the first. It was one of those films that, like, I watched it and I thought, this is really good. And then it ended and I thought, no, it's a bit shit. And I think it's because, it's in the apocalypse, and I really like the idea of the apocalypse, so it appeals to me, because most people are dead.
Yeah, do away with all of it.
Yeah, all those people, don't want them. So I like that, because it was done quite well. The effects of, like, cities, like, crumbling and stuff like that was really good. And the actions are pretty good, to be fair. So you watch the thing and you think, oh, this is really good, because everyone's dead and the action's good. And then afterwards you go, oh, no, it was alright. It was an alright film. I just got carried away with the action. I got into it.
Oh.
But,
brought you in.
yeah,
Potted
there's zombies in this one as well, like fast
zombies.
Yeah, like
fast zombies.
Yeah, like, well, I don't know if they're zombies or the infected or whatever, but they look like zombies, and if they bite you turn into one. So it sounds like a zombie to me.
That's it. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck,
It's a zombie. So that was good. I was going to make a point with that.
Sorry.
I don't know, but yeah. So that's what the story is now. It's them going from A to B via the apocalypse.
Right.
It's quite fun to play. You know how, like, in the Hunger Games, famous and Harry Potter, but it doesn't really count because they all started there. But, like, as the Hunger Games go on, it's like spot the famous faces. Oh, that's Julianne Moore. Oh, that's Philip Seymour Hoffman. Kind of thing. With this, it's kind of the same deal. You kind of go, oh, who's going? So when they go, we need to go and see John. You think, oh, who's going to play John?
Right.
It's kind
Doesn't
of
that kind of annoy you?
Why?
Why do you want to know?
Why would it annoy me?
Just like because you're not really fully engrossed, are you? It's like
No,
the whole...
it was part of the excitement for me. Trying to work out who's going to play him. And then sometimes when they showed up, trying to work out the fuck they are. Oh, John didn't turn out to be anyone.
Yeah,
well,
right,
like,
enough.
I liked all the people that turned out to be, John or whoever. I made that name up, but
It's fine. You didn't make up the name John.
No, I didn't. Nobody's ever heard that name before.
It was in the Middle East long before this.
John was in the Middle East.
Yeah. There's a biblical name in it. There was Johns everywhere in the Middle East back in
Didn't know.
year zero.
Well, I wasn't there.
No.
Um,
Neither were they. Carry on.
So, yeah, in, like, Hunger Games, you get people like Philip Seymour Hoffman and Julianne Moore, and they're very good.
Yeah.
And I did like the people.
I assume this is on the same level.
No.
Oh, no.
Down a peg.
Okay.
Still the top of the next peg below.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So
That's an interesting, league situation.
Yeah, the first one was the guy that plays Gus in Breaking Bad. I like him. He's good.
Gus. Oh, yeah, Gus, okay.
Yeah, the bad guy.
Gus, good stuff. Yeah.
Or, spoilers, the guy who owns the chicken shop. Who just serves Walt in that one episode.
Yeah.
So he, it took me a second to recognise him as well. And if I hadn't have been thinking who's going to be playing this person, I probably wouldn't have even
Just
gone.
glazed over
I was just thinking, that's got to be a someone. And I was like, oh yeah, it's him.
Yeah, he's someone.
The second person, Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk.
Yeah, that plays pirate guy in Dodgeball, and he plays Wash in Firefly and Serenity.
Oh yeah, the ginger.
He's good. I like him.
Yeah, okay.
So he popped up like, oh, it's cool, Tim.
Neither of those are really anybody though, are they?
But I like Breaking Bad and I like Firefly, so it appealed to me.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then the third one was Barry Pepper.
Really?
Yeah.
Barry Pepper.
Yeah. What's wrong with Barry
Who's
Pepper?
Barry Pepper?
Barry Pepper he's one of the people in Saving Private Ryan. He's one of the people in the True Grit remake by the Coens. He was in Battlefield Earth, and I can never shake that off. So whenever I see Barry Pepper, beyond his name, which is ridiculous, I feel sick because he was in Battlefield Earth, and I hate Battlefield Earth. Yeah, Barry Pepper, my joke
you leave
about
JT alone.
John Travolta.
Yeah.
John Travolting. No, Barry Pepper Barry Pepper has the worst manager in all of Hollywood, because either that is his real name or it's not. Either way, something's gone wrong.
Either way, yeah. Either way, you change it.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was okay.
I don't know Barry Pepper.
You'd know him if you saw him.
Probably. But...
Yeah, yeah. And it's a memorable name because it's so fucking shit.
Yeah.
Maybe that was his tactic.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Like that time we went to the bank and our bank manager was called Jeff My Cock. We had to not laugh for 3 hours.
Yeah. As if Jeff turned into like a verb. It's like,
yeah.
Come on, Jeff My Cock.
Oh, I never even got that.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah. And that made us wonder what his wife's name was, because he got married and he didn't take her name, which means her name was even worse than My Cock.
Yeah.
So maybe that's Barry Pepper's plan all along, to have the shittest name in all of Hollywood so people remember it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Barry Pepper. The first name's really boring and the second name's just random.
Yeah.
It's like he just said what he saw and he was at a dining room table at the time. Alright, Barry Spoons.
Yeah.
No, is there anything else? Barry Pepper? Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah. Obscure enough.
So, yeah, it's alright. Like I say, I liked that there was no maze in this one.
Because we're still talking about that film.
Yeah, I think that the book is just called Scorch Trials. What?
So...
Go on.
You obviously know what I've got a problem with here.
What? Why it's called Maze Runner?
Yeah, it's called Maze Runner, and there's no maze in the second one.
Well, there's a Maze Runner in it.
Yes, there might be a Maze Runner.
Damn. And the title is Maze Runner Scorch Trials. If it was Maze Scorch Trials, I suppose you'd have a point. But I do agree that it should be called Scorch Trials, but they've obviously just put the Maze Runner thing in there, so that,
brand,
yeah, exactly. And you couldn't really come to this if you hadn't seen the first.
It's annoyed me.
Oh, and the baddies have a kind of silly name. You know when you think like, there's a Michelin Web sketch where they are Nazis and one of them goes, "Are we the baddies because you're wearing a skull?" And it's a bit like that. The baddies are called Wicked, and you think like, if you're the one setting
Did they call themselves that, or
yeah, it's like WK, well not D because that's alcohol, but it's something like that.
Subliminal freaking teen advertising.
Yeah, if only I could get through the desert dive with my WKD.
Yeah. So they're called Wickeds.
They're called Wicked. It's
Just
like an
Wicked.
organisation called Wicked.
That's stupid as hell.
It's an interesting dilemma. I think the main characters are being selfish and they should die and give themselves in. I sided with the baddie in the first one as well. But
I've already forgotten what the hell the storyline is.
well, you find out in the first one that
They're
basically...
imprisoned.
No, they were in the maze. But so humanity's been killed by a disease and these kids might hold the cure. But the only way that they can prove this is by being killed by this wicked organisation. And you think, well... Alright then.
Just die then.
Yeah, because there's only like 6 of you.
And end everything, then do it. Yeah.
So they're refusing to die in order to save all of humanity, which is kind of the opposite of every teen movie ever. Usually it's like Harry Potter, like trying to sacrifice himself, or what's her face, Jennifer Lawrence trying to do it. But these like fuck the world.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I can kind of relate to them. As an independent member of society, I think they should die so I can live. But if I was them, I would definitely carry on running.
Well, yeah, I guess you. Yeah, well, yeah. So okay, I can see the different levels there. Yeah, okay.
So actually, there's quite an interesting kind of moral thing going on in the movie that I suspect most of the actual fans have not gotten onto yet.
Yeah, I suppose
unless something happens in the third one, I don't know, that makes it really obvious.
I doubt it.
Probably not. But yeah, so it's all right. It's an average movie.
Average.
Yeah, I wouldn't say don't watch it. And if you've seen the first, I'd definitely say carry on. There's some good action in it.
And this is the second.
Yeah, there's a weird Jurassic Park thing in it because there's a bit where somebody's getting pulled back by the zombies, but they're like holding onto the door, which is like the guy that gets eaten at the beginning of Jurassic Park by the raptor. And then there's another bit where they're like running up skyscrapers, a skyscraper that's like collapsed, and she falls and lands on the glass.
Oh, right.
And the glass is like cracking around her.
Like Jurassic Park 2.
Yeah, exactly. With Julianne Moore, who was in Hunger Games.
Oh.
Don't know what that's about. I guess I'm just a fan of Spielberg. And who isn't?
Or just rip the idea off.
Well,
Not everybody's a fan and honest.
That's true. They just liked the idea and thought, I'm going to have that. Like Tarantino does in all his movies.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But the visual equivalent of word for word.
Yeah. Or plagiarism.
Oh yeah,
Covers it.
That is the word. Yeah.
Anyway, bye everyone.
Bye.